Hi Virgo, welcome. So Virgo, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual messages and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless. I just trust that this finds you whenever it's meant to. Also, my readings are based on law of attraction. So I assume if you found this video or decided to click on this video, that there's something here of resonance for you. So let's get into it, Virgo, and see what we have coming through. You have the card of Aries. Now, some of you are connecting with Aries energy or have that in your chart. Others of you, this is just the overall vibes. So it's a very active, self-starting, motivating type of energy. Very courageous, but could also be competitive, impulsive, argumentative. So, you take your good with your bad when it comes to this energy. Yes, it's fiery and can be very inspiring, but sometimes fire combusts, you know what I mean? So, careful, Virgo, especially if you have heavy fire placements in your chart. But let's go a little bit deeper and see what else for my Virgos. And happy birthday! Happy birthday! I moved you up in the rotation this month because it's your birthday season. So happy birthday to my Virgos. If you guys have been following me for a while, then you know I've got a lot of special Virgos in my life. 2 of my children, my fiance, my father, all Virgos. So let's see what we have coming through. The creator, possibility, and the master. I don't think that one is that. So Virgo, to me, this is talking about creating possibilities for yourself. And it's coming through the avenue of like your third eye, your visionary abilities, your imagination, right? I think a lot of people who are maybe not in the know in the spiritual community really devalue or don't really understand the purpose of imagination, right? But since all creation begins in the mind, in order for you to achieve something, you have to first imagine it or be able to imagine it and then do the work of actually believing in it for it to manifest. And, I think it was Dr. Wayne Dyer who wrote a book that said, when you believe it, you will see it, which was kind of a play on words because most practical people would say, well, I'll believe it when I see it. Which is actually opposite of how it works because you cannot see it, you cannot manifest it for yourself unless you first believe it. So Dr. Wayne Dyer knew, that the thought process is the beginnings of creation and therefore manifestation. And so it's about getting in touch with that part of yourself, Virgo, that the thought part of you, the ability to envision what you want for yourself and then allow yourself to feel it into existence, quite literally. Imagine what it would feel like when you have those things or that person or that money, and then feel the emotions of achieving that, and you'll bring it about over time, actually, and in a lot faster time than maybe you even think that you're able to or that you can. Some of you have had a vision for a while that hasn't fully manifested just yet, but it's on its way to you, especially if you've been doing visionary work, vision boards, things like that can help, I guess, move the process along, but it's not absolutely necessary that you write or create a vision board or whatever, but it can be helpful. It can be a helpful tool to manifest what it is that you're looking for. And then you have the card of the master. So this to me is all about being the master of your own fate. This is the magician. So this is having all of the tools, the knowledge, the ability to make what you want happen. So where are you holding yourself back at, Virgo? Because from what I'm telling from these cards, like the sky is literally the limit for you. And right now is a good time to really tap into that flow of energy especially your creative self, right? And your visionary self. So let's go deeper, Virgo, and see what else you have coming through for my Virgos. I don't know why this song has been in my head all day. It may or may not have anything to do with this reading, but I just have to get it out. It's from TikTok. Nobody know me like you do. Twin, where have you been? I actually did a TikTok with my Virgo son to that song. Anyways, are you familiar with it? I'm sure. Okay, so let's go deeper, Virgo. Four of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords. This goes here, this goes here. So Virgo, the first thing I got when I looked down at this card combination is something on delay, like delayed communication, delays and maybe getting the information that you need. You know what I mean? That's the very first thing I got. So I heard expect some delays in your schedule, and I know nobody wants to hear that, right? But it's all purposeful, okay? What you want is coming in for you. But some of you, it's like, I feel a sense of impatience around this. And, you know, patience is a virtue, Virgo. So it's not so much about having patience as it is just keeping yourself busy and occupied and enjoying with whatever you currently have going on, knowing that there is an improvement coming or some sort of new pathway opening up for you. So if it seems like things have been, quote unquote, delayed, you know, everything in divine timing, because you also have the Ten of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about, you know, focusing on what you currently have that's going well for you, your stability, the people that mean the most to you. This is a very foundational energy. This is your energy here as well, Virgo, which is, this is somebody who knows their worth, you know, who's kind of sitting in their own importance, if you will. And yes, you are important. You're important to a lot of people, but most importantly to the people who care about you. And I feel a lot of support coming in as well for you, Virgo, particularly in family, friend sector, but it could also be in like your social network, your business networks, things of that nature. And then I also got net worth when it comes to your net worth. I don't know. The Two of Swords is like, but I feel like there's something you're waiting on. Okay. Can I just say that? It's like, I feel like, yeah. That's all good and whatever. I know that. But like, what about the thing I'm waiting on? Or like the news that I'm waiting on, or whatever this is. And I feel like it's in the waiting on it that is actually delaying it. It's the waiting that is causing the delay, vibrationally speaking, right? Because what are you saying to the universe when you're waiting for something? You're essentially saying, it's not here. It's not here. It's not here. It's not here. So that's what your thoughts vibration is giving off. Not here, not here, not here, not here, not here. And the universe doesn't hear what you want or what you say. It hears what you mean. So it keeps hearing not here, not here, not here. And it keeps giving you more of not here, not here, not here. You keep just manifesting more of the waiting. You know, and like, isn't that a bitch? Like sometimes law of attraction is such a bitch. You know, but you just can't bypass that. So how do you hurry something along that you're waiting for? You got to stop focusing on it. And I know that's hard to do, especially when maybe you're waiting for something important, or waiting for news, or waiting for an improvement of some sort, right? It's hard not to focus on that, but that's what you're being called to do. Focus elsewhere for now. Be happy with whatever you have currently in front of you. Know that all things come in time. It's not even possible that you're not going to get it. It's just a matter of time before you get it or hear it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's pivoting your energy away from the waiting and the expectation and going more into a allowing type of energy. Is what it is. That's what they want you to say. Is what it is. 7 of Wands. What else? King of Cups. Yeah, this is going into allowance mode, and bada boom, bada bang, as my Virgo fiance would say. There's the change. So you see, the encouragement here is to kind of chill out. Don't let your negative thoughts get the best of you. This is somebody who's protecting their peace. The King of Cups in this deck is all about the state of allowance. You know, he's not pushing for anything to be done. He's just kind of chilling out. And that's what they want you to do. Just chill out. Change is inevitable. There is definitely a change coming. This is the card of transformation, change, and endings. So there will be an ending to this waiting period. And I feel relatively soon. But even sooner, the more you can get out of your own way with your own thinking. And focus on the things that are most important to you right now. Because I feel like there is a lot of good things here for you to focus on, Virgo, should you give it your time and attention. And the 7 of Pentacles and Ace of Wands is kind of just like plugging away. But this is also the card of the vision. The vision. Right? So what they're wanting you to do is, while you're plugging away in your day-to-day, to allow your mind to imagine, to envision what the best outcome would be, or envision how it will feel when that money hits your bank account, or that job shows up, or that person shows up. You know, whatever it is that you're eagerly anticipating or waiting for, envision what it will feel like when you have that of which you are wanting, and you will have it, and very, very soon. But you have to practice staying in that space. So you can't envision it for 5 seconds and then, you know, notice it's not there the rest of the day, because it's the predominant vibration. You have to predominantly act as if, believe as if it is already done. And you can do it, Virgo. I mean, you're pretty focused. So let's see what the guidance is. And then we're going to go into the love, you versus them reading. So Virgos, what is the guidance? What is the guidance? Card number 15. I have complete control over my thoughts. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. But if instead you take control of your own emotions and you think an improved thought just because it feels better to do so, you will turn it around. You have no real control of what anyone else is doing with their vibration or their actions for that matter. But you have complete control over your own thoughts, vibrations, emotions, and therefore your point of attraction. Ooh, very fitting. All right. Woo! Let's go to the love reading then, Virgo, and see what else we've got coming through. Stay right there. I'll be back in just a second. Welcome back. All right, now we're going to go into the love reading, you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles could be reversed. Flip it if you need to. Really, this could be about anybody. It's not always about a lover, but keep an open mind and let's go. So you have actually the card of the lovers. So some of you, yes, it is a little relationship, but okay, could also be dealing with a Gemini. But in general, the lovers is about twin flame soulmate energy, exactly what it sounds like. So for Despite the disclaimer I just gave, this is probably going to be about a love relationship, an in-love relationship, but take it as it resonates. It could just be that you have a very strong connection with whoever this is. Now, they have the Beyond the Illusion card, which is seeing beyond the illusion, quite literally, gaining some sort of clarity, insight, seeing things clearly, okay? So that is their crowning energy. Now we're going to go into the recent past, what led up to the now, and then we're going to look at how you're both thinking and feeling about each other and most likely outcome. So, Virgo, recent past energy, 8 of Pentacles. That song is still in my head, which it kind of makes sense now that the Twin Flame card is out. When, where have you been? Nobody know me like you. I'm sorry if I'm getting that stuck in your head. Okay. But now we're on the same page, all right? So, 8 of Pentacles. There's the Twin Flame card again. Soulmate energy here showing up, and the 7 of Pentacles. So a lot of you know exactly who this is going to be about. This is somebody maybe you've dedicated yourself to, or dedicated a lot of your time, energy, heart, emotions, soul to. There's an investment here, quite clearly. There's also a desire to continue to work on things, both within yourself. But see, the funny thing is, like, the more you work on yourself, the better everything gets in your life, including your relationships. And you would be surprised how much a relationship mirrors what you've actually got going on within yourself. And I'll give you a perfect example. If you yourself are not practiced in being a happy, joyful, loving being, and you get into a relationship with somebody that maybe tests you in a lot of different ways, and you're not practiced in staying in alignment or being your happy, loving self, it's going to feel really difficult to you, and you're going to find yourself starting to blame the other person for changing your mood, aka bringing you out of alignment. And that's why relationships are tricky, because we're looking for another person to make us our best self, but it's never really about the other person. The other person is reflecting, although yes, they're reflecting what we have going on vibrationally, and us doing that to them. So it's a two-way street, right? But if you are somebody who's very practiced in staying in alignment, happy, love, joy, it really wouldn't matter who you were partnered up with or how miserable they were. It would not affect you. And in fact, if you stayed in alignment regardless of the behavior of others, you would watch and witness their behavior and energy change when they're specifically around you, and it will be an improvement, because they'll have to match your energy or they will fall out of your experience. You can actually train. Well, I feel a little iffy about giving this advice, but it's true. You can train your vibration and therefore kind of train the vibration of everybody that's connecting with you. You teach people how to treat you, is what I'm trying to say. You just do, by what you allow, by what you accept, by how you choose to love in return. But you don't teach them through words. You don't teach them by telling them who to be or how to act, and none of that. That's all the ego. You train your vibration to see the best in them, to always look at the best aspects of them, to look at them through loving eyes, and their energy, because all of us are natural lovers at the core, will feel that and then will vibrate that when they're with you. How to train your partner 101. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want you to use that to manipulate energy, but I mean, if you're truly, truly looking and feeling and emanating unconditional love, does it matter how anybody responds? I mean, but you are, yes, going to get a better response because you trained your vibration upwards. I don't know why I went into that. I could do like a whole podcast on that, because I think people feel like there's so many things that are outside of their control because they don't understand vibration that are actually within their control, you know. And yes, you can repair relationships through vibrational work. You absolutely can. And your partner will respond positively to it. So anyways, let's go deeper. If you're interested in stuff like that, by the way, follow my Facebook, because I talk a lot about law of attraction over there. Okay, so the Hangman, the 8 of Cups. The Emperor, the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like a Virgo, you know, this person has been in a space where they have had to do their own like self-reflection, their own spiritual work. You know, life has kind of caused them to see things from a different perspective, and to maybe even walk away from some things that no longer serve them or were not good for them. I think this person is mostly interested, or at least in the past has been mostly interested in, you know, feeling like they're more in control of their experience or their life in general, feeling like they're on top of things and that they're prioritizing the things that are important to them. So I don't know if that was an issue in the past with this person where, you know, maybe you didn't feel like a priority, or they had their priorities kind of out of whack, or maybe you did. But I feel a reprioritization coming through, actually both of you, but mostly on this person's side. So let's see, how do you what do you think about this person in the now? And there's a garbage truck coming, so my dogs are gonna go crazy for a second. I apologize, just chill. It'll be over in a minute. How does Virgo think about this person? What do they think about this person? The Wheel. The 5 of Cups. I don't know what that one was. 4 of Swords. Well, I feel a little bit of a protective nature showing up here, Virgo. And again, that could be coming from you or them. I also get a sense of like somebody being down on their luck. And I also can't tell if that's you or them. But I feel healing energy as well coming through your vibration, as well as the person that you're connecting with. Okay, so this is very specific, but one of the things that needs to be healed between you and this person, or within the connection, is this defensiveness that happens when one or both of you are having a bad day or down on your luck or whatever, you know, as opposed to like working things out or being there for each other. It actually creates a divide or an argumentative or possibly like defensive type of energy. And so just working more on being more supportive and understanding of each other is something that they're heavily highlighting right now. So I don't know how that's hitting you, but that message came through like way super clear. Because I do feel that one of you or both of you have had these moments of like being down and out, or being in a space where, you know, I keep getting the word down on your luck, okay? And as opposed to like opening up, you shut down, you know, or shut out the partner, or it becomes a conflict as opposed to a supportive type of energy, right? And I feel this is unintentional, okay? But since there's an awareness now, especially after watching this reading, it's something to be aware of, that that could be done better, right? That could be something to improve upon. And that I want to take it away from, they want to take it even a step further. Let's say, take the relationship out of the mix just in general. If you yourself, your coping mechanism when you're down on your luck is to get angry and defensive and like push against, that's not really serving you. It's actually pushing the solution further away. And like the more you focus and vent and whatever, it grows the problem. Now the good news is for every problem there's a solution. So while you're growing the problem, you're also growing the solution. But you can't be of benefit until you let go of the problem so that you can be a match to the solution. Do you know what I mean? So they're saying like, okay, fine, have your moment, but don't live in that space. Don't live in resentment. Don't live in anger. You know what I mean? Like the quicker you can let it go, the faster it improves. Period. All right, so let's see what this person's, what are they thinking? What do they think about Virgo? Three of Wands. Eight of Swords. I heard worry wart. I don't know if that's you or them. Three of Wands. Eight of Swords. The Devil. The Chariot. And the Tower. So, ooh, this is complicated for sure. There's a mixture of things going on here. There's some sort of worry wart mentality, okay? And I can't tell if it's coming from them or you, but it's a big issue, or a big blockage, I should say. It's like this person sees like the potential, and then they get all in their head about the problem or the what ifs, and then they focus and fixate there. So maybe that little speech I just gave you is for this person, or maybe the both of you do this, because I keep getting the twin song, which could mean that you are mirroring each other. Or you have a similar behavior trait to this person, which is plausible. Law of attraction matches you up with people that have similar vibrations to you. And there is progress being made, like for this person to change this, but it's in progress, right? It's not like something they've fully mastered or accomplished, although I believe there is a desire, you know, to do that. I feel like, you know, when it comes to the connection, the person can see a clear pathway or a future here, but they also overstimulate and overthink this. And in a weird way, though, like it kind of motivates them to move forward. Like it's kind of pushing them to change, because I feel like it's uncomfortable. You know, like they realize that, you know, like that this is, when they think this way or when they act this way or whatever, it feels uncomfortable to them, which is actually pushing them to change something. And see, it's so funny because, like, if you were to ask this person, they would say, like, oh, I clearly can see what gets in Virgo's way. But they cannot clearly see that it's the same exact thing. Holy. My goodness. I literally, maybe I shouldn't say it. Holy cow. Sorry about that, guys. Just randomly felt like I was choking, even though I'm not chewing or drinking anything. Now I question if I should even finish that statement now. What the heck? Creepy. Okay, what I was gonna say is the very thing that they can clearly see gets in your way is the same thing that gets in their way. Possibly an issue with communicating or recognizing that. Holy cow. Let me just rest for a second. I'm wondering if I should like cut that part out, but whatever. I feel it's relevant. Okay. Let's see how you're feeling underneath it all. How do you feel underneath it all? The moon. Oh my goodness. The Emperor, the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands. I'll leave this at the bottom of the deck. It's the Five of Swords. So I feel that there's a lot of strong emotions, strong thoughts, strong opinions, maybe even strong words being used here. Especially if you get into that argumentative, impulsive energy, which in the spiritual reading, there was kind of encouraging you to not go in that direction, but you have free will. I feel you being spiritually guided though, you know, and I feel a lot of passion and inspiration. If this is intimate relationship, I feel a lot of physical chemistry, physical attraction, things of that nature. And there's a lot more to be seen and developed within the connection. I feel a lot of strong, deep emotion as well as a spiritual connection here. So this isn't just something you can just, you know, walk away from easily, because I feel there's a lot involved here. All right. So let's see how this person is feeling underneath it all. And I just have to say, I got this on, it was either Gemini or Aquarius, I don't remember, Why Complicated by Avril Lavigne. Why you gotta be so complicated? Got me frustrated. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Ooh, yeah. You know, this person, it's funny because there is a struggle here, but overall, it's like this person in their heart space, you know, they want to let the love flow. I feel like they are committed or loyal or dedicated here to what they're passionate about. And for a lot of you, it's this connection, even if it makes them want to pull their hair out. And I feel like sometimes it does. I also feel like this person obviously has a blocked throat chakra, which means they may not be telling you this or communicating this for whatever reason. But I feel, you know, overall, there is a sense of love and loyalty. So let's see. Most likely outcomes, Virgo. What is your most likely outcome when it comes to the connection? Next steps, temperance, getting a hold of yourself, looking to the future, ending a cycle. The world is also about repeated patterns and success. The Magician, which is how we started your spiritual reading. So here it is again. This is about having all the tools, knowledge, and wisdom that you need to manifest what it is that you're wanting. I feel a successful outcome here. And I also heard you're being put to the test. And I don't really know in what regard that is, but maybe you feel tested by this person or this relationship, or there's a little bit of that pull your hair out energy going on in general. But you're showing up extremely strong. You are showing up quite opinionated, you know, which you're Virgo, so that's what you're known for, kind of. you know, like, I feel like you know what you want, and you know how you feel, and you know what you think. And sometimes that gets in your way, though, depending on how you deliver that, right? So it's all about delivery. It's all about the vibration that you're in. Because you can speak lovingly on things that are important to you, and it may get you the result you want, or you can speak about it through anger, which probably is going to go the opposite direction. But you know, you live and you learn. You test out different vibrations, different deliveries, methods. I mean, this is all a part of being the mix of a human being, is like figuring it out, right? But I feel a successful outcome here. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. Four of Cups. They want to just first of all, if there is judgment coming or criticism or anything like that, I feel like this person is going to ignore it. But I also got, like, I could also translate this as ignoring their better judgment. Ooh, yeah, there's a high possibility of, like, this person doing something or saying something impulsively against their better judgment. And I don't know why that's showing up. Why is that showing up? So there's a possibility of, like, this person getting, like, sucked into drama or gossip or saying, like, something off the hip, and it's against their better judgment. They know or knew it or will know it before they say it or do it. Like, they'll know, like, I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it anyways. You know what I mean? Like, if you say to yourself, I probably shouldn't, don't. Just don't. Don't push past that feeling. And that's a caution to your cross watcher, because this is in the future energy, so they have time. But it's like, just ignore, I don't know, if there is some sort of drama going on, they're being encouraged to ignore that, to focus more so on their hopes, their peace, their self. And ignore frivolous is what I'm getting. Frivolous things. Now, I don't really know what that has to deal with the connection. What about the next steps in the connection? Three of Swords. Yeah, there might be something that needs to be mended during this time frame. I can't tell if this has anything to do with you or not, so I guess just let it play out. But it's like, you know, against somebody's better judgment, like making a decision that is hurtful, or like entertaining something that is hurtful or ends up hurting their feelings or yours or something like that. And then, you know, feeling quite disconnected or quite disenchanted, and then needing to kind of mend that situation or mend the energy around this. So there's a chance, you know, of, I guess, things temporarily going awry in this person's life or in the experience of the connection. Again, I can't tell if this is connected to you at all or not. I guess you'll find out, or you'll already know maybe. But I do feel it will be on the mend. It is something that can be mended over time. What the hell? I'm sorry, I'm getting nosy now. You don't mind, do you? And this could also just be a fear. Yeah, so I feel like this person is encouraged not to ignore their better judgment. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm getting too many different messages, and this is a general read. But they're also being encouraged not to like impulsively come to conclusions or do something that, you know, may actually hurt them in the long run, or the connection in the long run, or you, or whatever. I don't know if this person has like an impulsive nature, or, you know, when they get into down on their luck, right? If they have a really just shitty way of coping with things. But that's something that they're needing to work on, possibly, and you. It could be vice versa. So yeah, that's kind of what I have. So let's see what the guidance is. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. So what is the guidance? Card number 30, our varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. When you remember that nothing can come into your experience without your invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behavior of others adds to the balance and well-being of your planet, even if they offer behavior you do not approve of, and that you do not have to participate in the unwanted behavior and will not, unless you give your attention to it, you become more willing to allow others to live as they choose. That's kind of like exactly what I was talking about in the spiritual reading, just said kind of in a different way. It's not so much about what others are doing as it is so much about what you think and feel about it, and you are the decider of that. Okay. So, zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or having your own chart. I have a lot of Aries here, but I also see Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Gemini. Lots of Gemini energy. But it's a general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. Find me on Facebook. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of my page, and Instagram, but it's also linked below and in the About section. Otherwise, wishing you the very, very best, Virgo. And until next time, my friends, namaste.